And we begin with breaking news now at 5. Thanks for joining us. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. Crews responding to a fire at the Lighthouse Inn in New London. A firefighter has been injured. Fox 61's Tony Terzi just got to the scene and has more for us tonight. Tony.
Good evening. Welcome here to the Lighthouse Inn on beautiful Guthrie Place, named after Charles Guthrie. This was his summer home, actually, about 100 years ago, and now the Lighthouse Inn is out of business again. It's just an awful situation. They had 200 reservations for tonight. They were just going to open it again full time. They have guest rooms that were being worked on, a tavern that had been opened. They've had soft openings on various occasions, and now this. Joining me live, Chief Thomas Curcio, who was telling me as a kid he used to come here. Chief, this is amazing.
It is. It's an unfortunate situation. You know, our guys arrived here at about, the call came in around 2:35. All 16 members of our department were dispatched along with all the apparatus in the city. The first arriving engine transmitted an urgent message by saying there was fire up on the second floor. You can see where they're working right now with the tower ladder. That was where the majority of the fire was, above and below them. It was in the floors, working up into the walls, up into the attic again, similar to what happened last time. Burned. So
this burned back in the 70s.
Yes, it did. And this time, you know, with the manpower that we had here and a very, very aggressive interior attack, we had to call numerous fire departments in the area, call the second alarm right away, and still more coverage for manpower because we had to rotate crews in and out. Very, very labor intensive.
Now, Chief, a couple of firefighters taken to the hospital. Will you have a status?
I do not know the condition of the two firefighters that were transported to the hospital at this time for evaluation.
What made this fire so difficult to control?
Basically, because it was burning inside the floors and in the walls, we had to open up everything with either saws or hand tools. The walls are made of like wood lath with chicken wire, so it makes it very difficult to open those up with axes and you know, Halligan tools and things like that. So we had numerous motorized saws brought in and open up the floors and the walls that way.
Lots of mutual aid too.
Yes, lots of mutual aid from around the area here. And you know, it took a lot of work up in that roof as well. They cut some holes up in the roof and attacked it that way also.
Oh my. Glad nobody was hurt inside, and prayers go out to your firefighters.
Yes, thank you very much.
You bet. That's Chief Thomas Curcio from the New London Fire Department, just talking to us about how they had to attack this fire. Just a terrible story again for the Lighthouse Inn, which burned back in the 70s and now again today. Thankfully, no injuries on the inside in terms of personnel from the Lighthouse Inn. We understand, and the chief could not confirm, that a sign was being installed on the front of the building, and one of the installers nicked an electrical fire, which started a fire in the insulation. But that's all under investigation right now. That was learned from other fire sources, but the chief said he could not confirm that. Again, 2 firefighters injured. We don't know the extent of their injuries. Of course, the prayers go out to them. The mayor is at Lawrence and Memorial Hospital right now, and the chief will be headed there. We're live in New London. Tony Terzi, Fox 61 News.